is War Chief versus Emperor. This is Lin versus Happy.
If I can't hear myself over their sound, then I'll just mute them.
He has won it all. WCG, BlizzCon back-to-back, WCA 2016, ESWC. All the biggest tournaments that we had in the scene belong to him. But
Go.
About the Gold League. One final. That's it. It's a 6 participation. Only 3 times he made it to the playoffs. Was kicked out by Foggy and Romantic, respectively.
Grubby, I was proud of you today. You gave Happy a lot harder times than Lin. Lin is probably the best orc, but has he been in a little bit less good shape last 2 to 3 months? Seems Focus is doing slightly better.
For the H&W Masters, where he finished 3rd, and next spring, not too long ago, where he had.
I kind of like seeing the chat. Awesomologist. You can put a post-it note over that side of your monitor.
Lin is back, and Happy is here. What shape will they?
Yeah, I think Lin must have got his morale crushed a bit, losing to Night Elf OP. I think you're right, Remind. I feel the same way.
Build error by Happy.
Lin said in an interview he feels the shape is good.
Wait, that's the wrong build order.
Did you see that? He made my Monday mistake.
That costs you effectively
Altar, Ziggurat,
25%,
shop.
130 gold. So it's not that much, but it's a little bit of resource that's not necessary to lose. Is that the nerves? Is that Happy, the cold emperor, starting to sweat?
Yeah, everything is.
People are like GG already.
Screws with basically everything.
Happy's been watching my Monday too much.
To the split second to be perfectly maxed out. This happens to European players against Lin. Last time it was Neutron doing unusual mistakes with like forgetting rally points.
It was not an error. It was his way of saying thank you to Grubby. I think that's it. Uber gold.
The graveyard is super far out in the open. Hunting ghouls might be easy with this. Also hunting acolytes.
I just want to say if Happy and 120 make it to the grand finals against one another, that still doesn't call for undead nerfs. If that happens 10 times in a row...
Be allowed, but it actually happens. Lin with the big mistake. And I'm looking at Happy.
I am sanctified.
He's not smiling, but he actually has reason to. And with that, is actually back in the game.
Exclamation mark by Happy. Usually these moves, we see them from 1-0. The undead necromancer that brought
hey,
the raise back.
No, I didn't get to watch it live. I was doing sports event. 9 kilometers obstacle course.
That actually level 2 right away.
I put this nerd body through more than it ever bargained for.
It's not quite level 2. Not quite
I saw it on Instagram. Good job. No problem. Thanks. It was fun.
Moving out to the Murloc will be.
Yeah, I want to be more like Nuff.
We have the circuit.
Want to be swole.
The gloves for the DK. Both decent items. Not the claws. Not the one you're looking for most.
Why are there no pro Night Elf? My favorite race. Oh, mega lol.
Second text should be
lol.
rather fast on both sides. Low supply in the early stages of this game. No expansion, of course. Yeah, tech is.
Isn't the camera angle weird? They must have put the webcam on the monitor
as well,
or above. You'll be tired before midnight. I think so. My wife just fell asleep. That's what I wanted. But, you know, I was hungry too. We went for food and then, okay, let's stream.
I think that's the sign for him to go into the north.
I'm taking it easy now anyway, to begin with.
This is the first big move of the game. Otherwise, the DK could have sniped an item down there. The Ogre Magi could have been his to grab up with 4 skeletons. That's doable. But Lin has that.
Logan was at home. There were dogs, but you can't race with the dog. There's like rope climbing walls. Not like a dog can do that.
The next consumable gonna pop the scroll of speed probably for that one.
Of course I showered. I had mud in my ears. In my ears.
Of course, Happy knew that Lin was at the shop as he was moving there himself. So, the circuit is gone. That can only.
I would have killed 2 Crypt Fiends and a DK here.
That fiend, the Blade Master can't do too much on only level 2. Happy got the Unholy Aura as well. Lightning Shield in this matchup. Maybe on the TC later, but there should always.
Every time.
Tier 2 is finished for the new player.
And then lost.
That we see in this tournament, the entire squad was represented here next to Lawleye.
Oh, this is very meta.
And we see Happy
Theater mode, mini mode, mega mode, kappa mode.
Control, which he is so well.
Tell us more about the mud in your ears.
By
what?
The way, Lin revealed that he actually has a lot of respect for Happy. When I asked him about the top favorites of this entire tournament, he said the 2 ones that should come unsurprising, TH and Infi, but then he named as the next two.
Thanks for the sub, Heretic, Kinzer, Mike Westside, Grubby. Hey, Mike Westside, where's your Grubby? Is it still working?
This is also kind of what the Warcraft 3.info ELO ranking is saying. There's 2 players with 2,300 points and more. That is TH.
Oh, they really love this split screen thing.
Happy is very, very
Does anyone have the ability, biologically, to follow 2 screens at the same time?
He has to prove himself here, though. Oh, using the lightning
The human eye can only
That's
see 2
nice.
frames
Greetings.
on one screen.
Big consumable on Happy side.
I
Big
can.
double
Okay,
potion.
nice.
Nice against the big damage.
Maybe if you have 4 arms 4.
Uncharacteristically conservatively though, staying on his side of the map, being
I'm just
seemingly afraid to move
I'm just
out,
relieved it
creeping
stopped,
close to
that
his
split
main,
screen.
That is safe, but that means these camps aren't going to be left later on, for which time you would like to keep them reserved. Shadowhunter out now, a little before the lich.
Go for
That
monitors.
will be joining the battlefield here as well. And Lin also
Can it be
showing
turned
signs of
off?
respect. Not looking for the early aggression.
The split screen is made so.
Engagements and the kills. He says,
I mean, they should have made 2 triangles. Then you can split the and use the whole, just like
This, by the way,
triangle
is a match
split
from
one
the
screen,
Blizzard
triangle split the other.
Invitational
Then you're
that was
making use
in
of the whole
March
thing.
2018. The 2 players were facing off each other there in the Korea versus Europe clan war, and Lin won that one with 2-1. It was just awesome to see the genius of the orc versus the micro of the Russian. Lightmaster's doing a good job in buying time, forcing Happy away from this creep spot and buying time.
Learn to shut your mouth if an elite Korean player is playing. I would kill a DK in a Fiend. Hell no. Oh yes, the elite Korean player, Happy. I could never kill his DK in Fiend. I'll learn to shut my mouth. When hell freezes over, elephants fly in the wind like leaves and the sun rises in the west and goes down in the east.
I think Happy has this weird tendency of going for a build order that isn't exactly ideal. Going for the Slaughterhouse, then the Lich, then the Ziggurat, which means that the Slaughterhouse can't do anything.
Let's see what he gets here.
Anyways. For that reason, the Lich is so late. And
Hey Glaive, how's it going? Hey Glaive, I've been playing some HOTS on Thursdays, 10 PM plus. If you ever want to join, log on and I'll find you.
Resurging and Happy, but I have
Okay,
to
True Shot
once
Aura's
again
not
say
that
this.
good for Orc.
Happy is looking like
I
a
mean,
lot
they
more
get
afraid in
mass
this
hits
match
into
than
it, could be
usually he
okay.
is. Normally he moves into every game, every map with confidence. Don't think we can say this here so far about this game.
He does have a good
Who do you
lich,
think is winning at this
so
point?
the inventory there is
Uh,
nice. It's a little too late. Level 3 item went to. Wait, what did I get?
Lich.
Must be on the DK.
Ah,
Who
tell
is winning at this point? I feel like it's even.
Yeah, that's true. It's a different Happy for sure.
Shadowhunter developed
Well,
very
I
well.
see it's super
No grunts have
there
died.
in the bottom right.
It's only about Lin did how much harass damage or not. Happy's doing his own thing.
Experience advantage.
Lin stole a
Good
few
late match
creeps,
usage, as of
didn't
course
kill
we
anything but
expected,
didn't lose
a bit of
anything.
damage everywhere.
And Happy is
Only
creeping and
attacking
Lin is
one
creeping.
target once,
I
realizing
feel
that
like
he
honestly,
didn't get the item.
tiny lead for Lin maybe. No, not tuning in, Glaive. I'm asking you to play with me if you like. As a friend, I don't stream on Thursday. If you want to play on
These items were
Thursdays.
changed, but the claws, the potential
I feel
claws
like Lin
were
maybe has
involved.
1%
Third, by
advantage.
the way.
Shadow is 3, he's got his hero out. Didn't lose a thing.
Really?
Pretty
Is
good
he back
items.
to this greedy expo style at early
Double
T3?
circlets, true shot,
Doesn't
lightning
have the
orb.
resources
Yeah.
for it yet. But he's got good hero levels here. Does
Orb
Lin
is a
need
little
3
early,
heroes?
but then he
Blade
is
Master
Shadow
with the
3.
Hellstone
He
as
could
well,
fight
and now. The
now.
Orb of Lightning. He is looking pretty strong actually. This is an advantage for the Undead in the late game. He doesn't need a level 3 Lich
Lin stole
necessarily
Happy's
to fight in the
Healthstone
late.
item.
The
Did he?
reminds,
Orc needs the Shadow Hunter.
big damage from the blade. But Happy's life gets a lot easier.
I was
with the cross
wondering,
armor now.
did he
But
steal or not?
I think Happy has the confidence resurging and Happy a lot more afraid in this map. I
No,
think we can say this
he
here.
already has it.
It's a little too late. Level 3 item. Oh, the inventory there is nice. It's a little too late. Level 3 item. Went to the
Eh?
inventory there is nice. It's a little too late. Level 3 item. Oh, the inventory there is nice. It's a little too late. Level 3 item. Went in the. Wait, what did I get?
No, Talisman of Evasion, Lich.
This
Ah.
one.
Only at
Here?
No. Good late target. Small item and it was the
Back to this group.
resources for it yet.
I don't
But
see he stole
good hero
anything.
levels here. Does Lin 3-3 heroes, the Blade Master with the Hellstone as well, and now the Orb of Lightning. He is looking pretty strong actually.
He took Sentry
This is an
Orbs.
advantage for the Undead in the late game. He doesn't need a level 3 Lich necessarily.
The infantry doesn't update right away, huh?
Orc needs the Shadow Hunter.
Doesn't that don't fight with level 1 TC count if it's third and you already have Shadow 3? No, I think TC 3 you want to fight with TC second hero, you want to fight with him at level 3. But if he's your third, fighting with him at level 1 is no more than realistic. You can't really play anything around having your third hero be level 3. It takes too long.
We have a Pit Lord and the first Banshee, so a lot of damage mitigation if it should come to a fight. Happy has a lot of mana
he did actually.
and snare, but the Coil
This is actually one of the most interesting moments so far for me because Lin is 46 food. He's got his starter units, triple grunt, double raider. Blade got 3 with some steals. Good items, everyone. Shadow nearly full mana. Shadow is level 3 plus. He got the TC out. There's a unit in the top left that looks like a Kodo Beast, if you can see right here. A peon is waiting to expand here, but hasn't yet. And let's see, normally your food count would be... Yeah, 46 with the Kodo. 15, 30, 12, 42. Yeah, this is a Kodo and he's producing nothing else yet. So he has enough money for one headed there. So he could be 48, but he's really only fighting with 42 against 40 maybe. 3 Fiends and a statue. Happy items. Pretty bare bones. Good damage on the Lich. DK is pretty safe. Pitlord is safe because of Coil. But the Crypt Fiends should be focusable in theory. And mostly Happy will start a fight like this with a Coil Nova on Raiders. If he does Coil Nova on Blade Master, Blade will use 1 or 2 survivability items, and it would be like a loss for him. But by killing a Raider right away, it means that even if he loses 1 or 2 Fiends, he's still not going to lose another against 1 Raider because he'll Coil Nova that one too. Pff, go. Someone said, pff, go. You don't know how I do things, so let me explain. I will pause for as long as I want, even if you think it's boring, because it's very important to look at a situation, think what you think is going to happen, and then see if it's going to happen. If you just watch, you never have time to think for yourself. So you just watch for enjoyment, which is totally fine. Watch for enjoyment, let the world go at 1 times speed. But if you really want to think, what would MacGyver do? What would the A-team do? You need to pause and see what happens. So I think he's going to Coil Nova a Raider, but he's still focusing the Blade. So that doesn't seem very good. In terms of my recent fights, the one I lost against Happy on Terran Stand, I went with level 2.5 Shadow. Bigger army, but later. 2.5 Shadow though. So that was bad. And no TC yet. So that was an earlier timing, but I did have Orb. The fact that Lin bought TC Lightning Orb shows that once Lightning Orb makes it to the Blade Master, he would want to fight. And he follows through on that. So in terms of creating a narrative and then following through on it, Lin is streamlined. He's not doing something that sets up for something and then not following through. Or the opposite. Taking a bad fight like I did on Terran Stand without really thinking about whether he's ready. So he is ready and he does fight.
Everything. And there's
he's still focusing the Blade Master. Now he goes for the Raider. And as soon as it's like 70%, he can Coil Nova it.
Statue, I love that move. Here's the first
big stomp.
Nice stomp as well, hitting everything, and the
statue dies. You can never eat against Happy. He's the kind of guy that you just ordered food, you're gonna go get a drink, you come back, your food is gone.
Fiend doesn't quite get devoured. The Raider will be falling to a Coil Nova. Where are the Novas? He's holding on to the mana for so long.
Yeah, I'm surprised here too with Remo Demo that he's holding on for so long. I thought he was gonna Coil Nova a Raider immediately.
Howl of Terror once again. Shadowhunter, by the way, completely out of mana.
Now he had a choice to Coil the Crypt Fiend or Coil a unit, but he just uses Nova to kill the Raider and saves his Coil for the Fiend. No burrow upgrade? Question mark?
Advantage now, and with that the healing advantage. Timely purge gets
No burrow
rid of
yet.
the frost armor, and with that the next
Miss.
Blade Master has to be careful, but it will be.
So Lin actually invuled for multiple reasons. One, he wants to keep use of the health stone, which has an ongoing healing effect. And he wanted to cleanse the curse away so that he could get the guaranteed hit on the Banshee.
Surviving coil towards the Lich, saves the second hero there as well, but Lin is finding a lot of kills, getting the...
Okay, I think that's the final kill Lin is gonna get. He would like to get out, but he has no speed scroll. He can get caught maximum by 1 coil nova, and he's expanding. He is 9 food ahead, he started 6 food ahead, and he may lose 1 unit, so it might just be an even trade. Even though it looked really, really good for Lin, it's not that bad for Happy. Furthermore, if Lin leaves now, he needs to take the walk of shame all the way to his main, triple clarity, and he still won't be in full fighting shape. If Lin leaves now, Happy will take the Goblin Shop and then have a chance to cancel. But if Lin stays, he will lose the fight. So he has to leave. And then the question comes up, should Lin have taken this fight at all? And I think the answer is probably yes.
The next fiend.
So he's gonna leave, maybe he will lose 1 more unit. Maybe nothing. So let's see how long it takes Lin to be back in fighting shape. The game time now is 10 minutes.
That fight was so good, almost a 10 supply lead at the end, now down
Happy
to
immediately
5.
takes the...
But
I did say
Happy-
Goblin Shop, right? But I meant Goblin Laboratory. Quick fix. Hey. But I meant the laboratory.
He is
I
struggling.
was
A lot of
pointing at it
damage is
anyway.
gone from his army. A lot of fiends were killed. The region was lacking as Lin was immediately sniping the statues. How often do we say this? Like against...
Would you initiate in such a trade? Well, I can't 100% what I would do because I'm still formulating my optimal decision making, PGR criticism. I had a recent game against Happy, and I think that serves as a better barometer of what I would do, what I in fact did do, rather than hypothesizing what I might do given the same situation. What I did do against Happy on TS is fight with level 2.5 Shadow, which is much worse than what Lin did here.
That if the statues are exposed...
I think, knowing what I know now after the Happy games, I would say, I made it a rule, Shadow must be level 3 before the fight. And the second rule, you must buy Orb before the fight. And also, if you do buy Orb, you must fight. So if you don't want to fight, don't buy Orb. Make sense? So these 3 rules, I made them after my Happy series. That's how you learn. And then the next series, you won't make those mistakes again. Maybe you'll make others. Until you keep playing and you don't make any of them anymore. So Lin actually followed all 3 of my rules.
Lin does it now, integrates
And then fought. So I can only imagine I would have
Master
probably
again
done the
coming
same thing.
This is a tiny
in the
army
same
by Happy.
situation.
There's barely any damage over here. I think he needs to bring the ghouls. He has enough lumber to do that.
So he actually came back. Very, very interesting. Instead of going back and doing a full licky wound, he only went halfway. Did he actually pass over clarities
As
with a
well.
backpack or something? Or how did he possibly come back?
A lot of damage is gone from it.
He's just banking on mana regen.
How often?
And Wand of Mana Steal, 1 charge.
Late Master.
He knew leaving now is gonna feel so bad because Happy will get a free camp. And that's the problem when you disengage from an attack and you need mana.
Once again coming in. This is a tiny army by Happy. He has barely any damage over here. I think he needs to bring the ghouls. He has enough lumber to do that as well. Stomp once again towards the heroes. This statue will
So he
be
came
falling.
back, even with a hurt raider and very little mana, just because he's desperate at leaving Happy to creep. That's very interesting.
Again, the Raider, though, extremely hurt. Could be sniped here with the Nova if there is mana. Coil will execute the Raider. Kodo Beast gets the Devourer.
That's 2 Banshees and a statue, though, for a single raider. But this fight isn't
Nova
done.
hitting the Kodo might be falling. No, the Heal Wave saves that one, actually.
Heal Wave was so good. The Blade Master was in like 50%. The Coda was low as well, hitting both, getting them both in shape.
No burrow.
Reinforcements coming fast, but yeah, there's also the...
So that was
the
pretty
Hand
good for
Stone
Lin.
to get,
Keep in mind as well that Lin is
Master
also
back
expanding.
to full health, and yeah, Happy needs his
Maybe Lin's
signature
macro dropped a
micro
little
now. He
bit.
needs moves like
He
this.
hasn't
But
made maybe
wrong.
Headhunter
No,
upgrade,
does he
the
want to
Berserker
invest in
upgrade,
the coil?
possibly.
His last one
Maybe
since coming
Backpack
in.
could have helped.
Can he twerk enough to prevent this kill? No.
Is it wrong what he did?
Level 2
I think
for the Pit Lord.
Look at the grunts. 2 grunts, 1 grunt.
This expansion will not be getting cancelled anymore, it seems.
Interesting
There's
overlay.
No counter expo up against it. Lin with the good
Well, yeah, if you
lead
snare
in this
stomp
game.
them, you know.
1-0 was punishing Lin
I can't,
so hard.
like, I think Happy had 2 choices after the fight. He go back or he do this. Right? And he went back and he killed more than he lost,
Especially in the
I
grand
feel
final
like.
there.
And he did get the Berserker upgrade for Headhunters.
Whenever Lin was
It
trying
seems
to
good
do
for
that
Lin because he's
earlier,
expanding.
there was 1-2-0 shutting it down.
And if Happy takes 2 camps, that expand will actually start to matter.
Timing maybe a little surprise,
He's
but Lin
taking
did a
his
great
camp
job
here.
keeping
If he
Happy
doesn't
close
take
to the
bottom
game.
right,
Now we have
he
the
will
Ghouls with
be
him.
in time to
An
do a
insane
serious
weapon
attack.
against Raiders.
Is he making the Frenzy Ghoul transition? That is something we've been seeing Happy more. Yeah, doing more and more. This is the 3rd Ghoul. This must be Frenzy soon. He doesn't have Frenzy yet, though. These Ghouls aren't that strong.
People in chat,
just
Happy is
yet.
overhyped.
The SH coming in with a lot of mana here once again. Happy doesn't have that much. Massive stomp into basically everything. Scroll of speed. Coda moving forward. Doesn't get the Devourer off though. Has to be Micro to the back instead. More Banshees coming in.
Ooh,
from
a lot
Walkers
of
as well.
damage
The
on
TC has
TC.
to be careful.
Oh.
Going over. Too much damage. The Heat Wave can't.
Rising
More
up.
Banshees coming in for more curse as well. The TC has to be careful. Calling over. Too much damage. The Heat Wave can't save the 3rd hero. The TC gone, and so is the Aura. Blade Master looking for the statues in the back once again, but himself dropping low. Has to be careful. Has to go for that invul. Where did all the mana go in the Shadow Hunter? He was full mana a second ago, and now he has nothing left.
He's
which
been
means no
headbanging
more
hard.
healing, which means this Blade Master has to be careful now. 1 more Raider to fall. Coda Beast, I think, did get a Devourer off. Happy also dropping lower in here.
So you remember a few months ago I said Pitlord is gonna be super meta soon. Even though I was still mucking around with Unholy Frenzy Pitlord, and it seems like not making Necros is even better. And finally Happy switched, and he looks stronger than ever. But Orc meta hasn't really evolved. Now, does it mean we should be doing more Raider play, somehow weave in Walkers, just play better, or do tier 2 style, earlier Expo, maybe more Farseer or not, maybe BMTC, probably not. Walkers obviously can be very good against Frost Armor and Curse and Howl of Terror, but you could get punished by a Destroyer, so how do you deal with those? Could be Grunt Shaman. Yeah, but you know how bad Walkers are against heroes, Pure Ruby? If the Walkers aren't Master, they're such Coil Nova bait and they're Destroyer bait. BM Orb doesn't kill Destroyer quickly enough when you have Walkers. You could of course make Walker and don't cast any Spirit Link. That's interesting. But if you do cast Spirit Link, that's a 300 health, 200 mana potion for a Destroyer. 1 Spirit Link.
More coil coming out. He had the
So,
mana for that.
if you don't make any Link, then your Walker has max 500 HP, making it the most vulnerable Orc unit that has 3 food. Of course, Headhunter is more vulnerable. He has only 475 life. Walker has 25 life more, but is a much higher value nuke.
By the Frost Armor
You could do
will
Shamans,
be
but
losing its
likewise
life.
1 Coil Nova
Thanks to
and
the
they're
block.
dead.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Happy is back in this game, taking the supply lead, but still this big.
I am 100% okay with a short reign of Undead imbalance, with 120 and Happy winning everything. They play so well, you can see the skill so well, that even if we seem like we're losing to Happy, Lin or me or whatever, it's such a short era compared to the long era of Undead suffering. And until a 3rd, a 4th and a 5th Undead can do the same, I would say hold your horses and don't get panicked yet.
Does have decent normal damage. The tower will not come off. Shadow Hunter was healing.
Let's wait and see until Orcs try different strats. Now, some of you may know I've never 100% loved this style, Blade Shadow TC. I've never believed in it, but it has long been the best strat. And until I come up with something better, it is. Until someone comes up with something better.
Now we see a player camp from Lin. How he's actually that's Happy. Excuse me. Who's finding more and more kills? And now the peons are exposed. There may not be any ghouls here
Is
anymore.
Happy
but now
not
level 3 for the
expanding
Lich
here?
As well. He has the mana for 1 more Nova, hitting all of the peasants, all of the
It
peons.
seems like you
and
never
level
get
4
expand
for the DK
value
as
against
well,
Happy
and Happy
almost.
is back in this game.
Loving
now
the
with
split
lead
screen.
himself.
Seriously crazy. how he does that.
I mean,
Kodo
you do
survived,
get more
okay,
info.
but
It's
Lin
good
is
for a
still
second
struggling
watch
with
through.
mana. The Shadowhunter bought now potion now.
Stop
Lin Master is
this.
close to 4,
Stop
Shadowhunter is
this.
close to 4, but the Undead has almost all the necessary levels. Level 4 DK to save himself with Dark Ritual. Level 2
Screen
with
morons.
Nova. Okay, losing the stat to here now. Good pickups for Lin. But this was not to be expected after the early mid-game dominance by Lin.
Yeah.
And
Shall I
yes, to
split the
engage
screen
now.
too?
There's no repair. Happy can't TP out, so just right-click and then escape. Doesn't even have to do that. Expo shutdown.
All right.
We
Back
need
at
more
50 versus
screens.
50, basically.
Greg says, I noticed in fights Happy over the years, when there's even supply, he wins. If Happy's 10 supply down, he usually wins. If he's 20 supply down, he still often wins. And because of that, I would give Happy a big advantage over 120. Well, has anyone ever won 42 versus 86 food in an undead mirror against the rank 1 in Europe? I didn't think so. 45 food down.
We're pretty even.
And I won.
Remember, Lin had quite the
Some
lead
say that after that
in the early
game,
stages of this game.
this
Late matches
Romanian
still
man
level 4, still can't make
became
use of
an
the strong
avatar of
critical
orc
strike.
imbalance wine.
Bonus damage, by the way, from his inventory isn't there.
was
great,
never
but
the
of course
same.
there's the Kodo Aura level 2, which does provide quite a bit by itself. The next big item, well, actually, it's not that big. It's the ring for him, for the DK. Not too bad, though. Put it on
Hey,
the death
Now's
plate or on the
Gaming, I
keyboard.
saw you
Well,
at me in this chat when I was outside running. You said I was running, so thanks for the shout out.
That is true.
Happy's coils almost always on time. Just remember. this
Do you
Amazonia
think that
game
Happy
against
this game
Foggy,
played
where
better?
Foggy was putting 10,000
Yeah.
damage on a lich, but
think so.
guess what? Items and coils helped them. Double level up now. Talisman.
Oh, the Cloak of Flames!
On the Pit Lord.
That is
I
so
didn't
good.
see Happy make any big
Just
mistakes.
give the ring over to him as well. Give him an invul if you can.
Hey,
This
Romanian
is
man
gonna be
shows up.
suddenly a tank
The kind of
kill
guy
game.
that would
Exactly
take your
like
balance
the
complaint
Teleportation,
and shove it
the
up your
Ring of
throat.
Protection.
Oh, you're right, the talisman.
Yeah, and
Frost
like,
armor.
we,
Boom.
we will have.
Love your
curse.
stream. Greetings from
have
Germany.
Out of Terror
Hey, love your
and
rump
the ring
steak.
and
Greetings
the
from
additional
Netherlands. Just
central
had
evasion.
food in Germany.
This Pit
Walter
Lord
Licious.
could be the most insane
Thanks.
tank
Lich
possible
was
on
at
this
the
map.
marketplace. Did he buy something?
No probs. Now.
Roommate didn't see it though.
Big invul maybe? Did he get that before?
Oh, gets a statue for free here. That's pretty nice.
Oh,
Oh, the
miss.
misses!
The misses?
Curse
Where?
is a pretty damn good spell.
Absolutely. The weakness of this Pit Lord, he's very good for tanking and he's very good for damage mitigation. But the weakness of the Pit Lord is if the TC gets to level 3,
Lin
he
did a
can
lot of
carry
mistakes.
a game in
Yes,
the late
I
game.
know the Imba
And this is why
wine
this TC kill
narrative.
early was so important.
Night
He
end.
wasn't there to
You're very
participate
consistent.
in the red camp creep. In the TC, he's close to level 2.5, but that's not really close to level 3.
You're gonna see it very
Lin
soon.
also unlocking critical strike level 2. We saw crits around 100.
Instead of
in
meaning
fight
Lin
prior.
did a lot of
This will be
mistakes,
a
Night
lot
End,
higher
did you
now.
mean Lin did a
He
lot of
hit
misses?
Everything because of the missed chances.
Because he did.
but
Lots
still
of
will do
misses.
A lot of damage, even if he's not that pimp. Here's the
It's
cost
called
for him
Banshee
now.
Curse.
And the flute, which doesn't apply to the Blade Master here in this case, but still decent.
I
Expansion
don't
by Happy.
expect you to agree with me.
Both players at
Oh,
around
man.
60 supply.
At least we
and
can
off
talk
we
about
go.
Zerg Imba, right?
Big stone
We'll
coming
always
in
have
right there,
that.
but
4
only level
Zergs
1
in
stuff.
top
We
4
have Curse
WCS,
everywhere, and
Night
now
End.
we have the Hall of Terror as
Rest in
well.
pieces.
Pit Lord in the front with the cloak as well, dealing decent
Okay,
damage.
hold up. Hold up.
Both players at around 60. Supply and off we go. Big stomp coming in right
Do you guys feel like Remo lost his passion recently?
there, but only level 1 stomp. We have curse everywhere, and now we have the Howl of Terror as well. Pit Lord in the
The dudes need to lay off the degenerate lifestyle, man. What the hell?
front with the cloak as well, dealing decent damage.
It must be the jet lag.
Kodo moving forward, getting off the Devour. This one could not be dodged. The Skull of Speed still running. The Windrider being taken out
No!
quickly, though the Kodo Beast would
What
be
the hell? You're literally showing the same screen twice!
biggest kill. The heal wave trying everything to save the unit, but he doesn't manage to actually save it in the end.
I can't focus on the game. What? The Remo's drunk. It's time to devour the unit.
Berserkers now with the cloak as well, dealing decent damage. Kodo moving forward, getting off the Devour. This one could not be dodged. The Scroll of Speed still running. The Wind Rider being taken out quickly, though. The Kodo Beast would be the biggest kill. The Heal Wave trying everything to save the unit, but he doesn't manage to actually save it in the end. Berserkers now in front, trying to take out the statues, but also eating a lot of damage from this Lich with the level 2 Nova in the Focus Fire. Next Scroll of Speed popped, wanting to save some units and look for those statue kills in the back. But there's so little damage. Even the Blade Master doesn't do that much DPS, and the statues are still standing. The next Howl of Terror coming in. This is tickle damage from the Orc side.
Absolutely. Can Lin somehow turn this around with great stomps and hero focus maybe? Going for the DK hard, but there is a TP, there is a big invul, there is a big protection shield for Happy around his first hero, and Lin taps out. Happy struggling, fucking up his build order, but that didn't impress him much. Russia taking map number 1, but whoo, what a game. Action-packed, undead versus orc. This is how we love our Warcraft.
Strong comeback there by Happy. And, well, we disproved one myth in this game, in this first one. Happy can feel the nerves.
Yeah.
Happy can sweat a little bit. He was looking a little bit shaky there early on. But then, out of nowhere, came the Coil Nova, came the signature move from the Undead. With that, the TC hero kill, and the momentum seemed to completely shift. And then Happy once again, utilizing his unbelievable micro.
I love Twitch chat.
He was down in levels, he was down in supply, he was down a base. He was supposed to lose that game, but he didn't.
Let us not forget the first impact that Happy had on this game, and that was the creep steal with an Acolyte. He did that mistake with the build order. Basically a mistake that does never ever happen to pro players, but then he got that move.
I want to see split screen Happy and Lin's face.
Saving a lot of them. The first fight was pretty bad. Bringing them into the bottom right was such a key move there again, to have a little bit of meat shield and the extra damage. We are going into Lin's map. This is the only map with Fountains of Healing. The War Chief, will he get back, or will Happy take the 2-0 and advance to the winner bracket final of Group D? We will see. Happy in the upper right.
Oh, this is funny. Concealed Hill, I actually feel like it's a terrible map against Undead. And it's a terrible map against every race.
Lin is not a one-trick pony.
Maybe against human is okay.
For the Blade Master, in fact, he was playing
But against Knights of an Undead, it's not good. Yeah, I see nothing but blackness. Oh, my Master's hand is covering my eyes. No, it's the hood.
Tier 2 then, and with the income of the second base, spam mass tier 2 units.
Healing Fountain though?
Headhunters and also
yeah, I know. But that's the deceptive thing.
Is that gonna be?
You think because there's a Healing Fountain that Orc is gonna stand there and heal for free every time. But due to the infrastructure of the map, you almost never get to use Healing Fountain. Or you will waste a sick amount of time. It's not like Lost Temple where the one camp is in the middle and then Healing Fountain gives access to the rest of the map. I'll tell you what I learned about Healing Fountain. If it is in the middle of the map, it is stupidly broken for Orc. But if it's in the corner, it's not that big a deal. Except if it also protects half of the big creep camps. So look, Healing Fountain in middle, flowchart, OP. It gives you control over the whole map. Take Secret Valley. Take Lost Temple. Healing Fountains in the middle, it's too good. Okay? Healing Fountain in the middle on Norwood. Too good. Healing Fountain in Secret Valley, 2 pieces, top left, bottom right. Actually not that bad. Yeah, you'll have the Tods and the etc. complaining that Secret Valley has Healing Fountain, it's a good map for Orc. It's not. Night Elves did fantastic against Orc on Secret Valley, regardless, because Ogre is easier to creep for Elf with talents. The Night Elf can expand more easily. The Fountain is crept more easily by Elf. Secret Valley was dangerous. The Tavern and the double shop in middle was good control for Elf. Secret Valley was not that bad. It was very good against Undead though. That was a little broken. Because it's so small and had fountains, it was very good for Orc. The healing fountain protects your expansion as well. And you would think that this is a little the same as Secret Valley, but there is a difference. There's a big camp in the middle that is not really protected by the healing fountain. It's very important. The fountain is much harder to creep than on Secret Valley. Secret Valley was level 3-3, 3-3, and a 6 Drake. This is 4-4, 5, 6. Stronger, Inner Fire, Bloodlust. Yeah? And it's so far out of the way. Around the fountain, there's nothing. Green Camp, Shop is already gone. Ogre Lord is the first priority. Expansions, far away. It's really hard to use it in a playstyle. Anyway, he cancelled his racks.
Observer also curiously waiting for the first hero choice. It won't be the first hero.
Okay. Wait, what? Cancels the shop?
That was the barracks.
Barracks.
It sounded like I slowed down Neo. Look.
Sorry. Wait, what? Cancels the shop?
First hero choice. It won't be the first hero.
Okay. Wait, what? Cancels the shop? For the
now let's really slow him down.
First hero choice. It won't be the first hero.
Okay. Wait, what? Cancels the shop?
Anyway, it was a barracks. But
that was the barracks.
Barracks, sorry. And going into fast tech?
What?
Oh, we could speed him up and he may sound normal. One more time.
Sorry. Wait, what? Cancels the shop?
Normal!
That was the choice. It won't be the first hero.
Okay. Wait, what? Cancels the shop?
He cancels the shop.
That was the barracks.
Barracks, sorry.
Maybe instead of split screen, they should like take turns to like speed up and slow down the casters. Like, it's like auto-tune, but it's auto-speed.
And going into fast tech?
What?
Fixed.
Ooh, Lin, indecisive as well.
Wait.
It's not like he wants to fool Happy. Ooh.
This is a 1.5.
Lin, indecisive as well.
There we go. I could make this my job.
Wait. It's not like he wants to fool Happy, because no one saw that. Chinese crowd. Yeah.
What is he saying? Anyone here can read Mandarin? This looks like a Martian fellow to me. Like, you see it? Anyway, does anyone understand this? Is this Jayo? That's Korean? No, it's not. I know what Korean looks like. It's not Mandarin. Maybe it's traditional? Zuoren Yao happy. Ah, the Chinese like happy. Is it? Tongguo Yao happy. China likes happy.
And now he
happy
goes for
fan
the
right
shop.
here. Now he goes for the shop. So
he's gonna.
To be a man, you need to be happy. Really?
Creep the older first, get the claws, and then heal up,
Okay.
and then harass, I guess? Happy's gonna see this main, and he's gonna be like, what the hell is this, dude?
yeah, why is
Being
the
a
shop
person, you gotta be happy.
You must be thinking,
Okay.
okay, this is Farseer, yeah, there's no barracks, which means Farseer. But if it is, exactly, why is the shop so late?
Maybe
I think
this will
sadness can be
confuse
part
him
of a man.
Little. Does Lin have something up his sleeve that I'm not aware of? Or is he gonna just play his...
So there's two reasons that Lin might have been able to cancel his racks. One, he actually planned a build here. Like a fast tech wyvern build. Which is actually common on Concealed Hill, even if it sucks. He planned it, but muscle memory and habit took over and he did a standard altar barracks. Once he realized it, he had a choice to play a different build or to play the right build with a deficit. And he chose the second one. Or he simply hit escape by accident while he was targeting his racks. And he cancelled it and he was like, oh shucks.
style? Happy, by the way.
Yes, I saw your
Do you know
message,
how
Turkeys. A big thanks for the sub, Dragonfly3773 for 7 months. Your message is 7 months of Grubscription. Congrats on the Venlo Stormed run earlier today. Thanks, man. Did I meet you there? Because I was met by 2 people who knew my stream. Were you one of them? Anyway. Hey, Pona! Now I know that I met you! Pona, was nice meeting you and your girlfriend Karen? Karen. Cassandra wanted to say hi too, but I was like rushing us off. Our race is starting! Oh, you were not in Venlo, Dragonfly? But Pona was. Hey, have fun on your vacation, Pona, in a few hours. Have a good drive. Soul White, TJ Nor, Glaive, Ratchet, Guithink, Heretic, thank you for the subs. Let's go on.
Serious is he lost this year.
A town is under siege.
You're looking on your paper, man. Don't cheat.
Tell me.
A single one. And that was the show match against Lorelei that he lost 1-4. Every other series has been won. And
the term can have many meanings. Literally, it can be translated into being a person, but it has better translation, like daily living or how to maintain appropriate interaction with others. I see.
We are in like the end of June.
Yes, thank you, Blood for Cream.
Yeah. I think... And the audience here, the sign that we saw meant...
Yeah, it would be nice.
A man happy.
You have any pets? We can have a doggy play date.
To be a
or
man,
else
you have to be happy.
To be a man.
We can just walk Logan together.
There we go. Neo's got it. I didn't get it.
Meet up another time.
Yeah, I looked it up as well,
Thanks.
actually, in the stats. As we all know,
it was
Happy
pretty hard,
dominates
but it was
online
not
like
impossible.
crazy.
But then we did only go for the 9 kilometers. We didn't go for the 18.
The last cup that he participated in Europe that he didn't win was CM's Cup 4.
Oh, I think I have to fart soon. I ate 1 kilo of food. I normally never fart on stream, but I've got my hand over the mic button.
Of October last year.
Yes, we have a little doggo. Oh, nice, nice.
If you want to be a man, you have to be happy.
Okay, false alarm. We're
so
good.
Level 2, DK here being prepped quickly with the 2 small camps outside the main circlet.
Logan never farts. Logan has never ever farted, audibly or olfactorily.
Here finishes the Barracks now, and the Acolyte still putting in the work, man.
Yes, of course. It's a little distracting there for Lin, but nothing.
All animals fart. Logan doesn't.
A new set of Rod of Necromancy level 2 and a bit for Happy, as this matchup
Nope.
is always a little tame, a little.
So let's see. Lin got Ring of Protection, and Death Knight got Gauntlet. So what do you guys think about this opening, right? So Lin goes for a no racks play. Let's forget for a moment that he made a build mistake, alright? Maybe he did and you blamed your wife. My wife doesn't fart either.
Size of the map, obviously, but it's also.
So let's forget for a moment that he makes any mistake builds. Girls don't fart. Happy. Wait, did Happy actually open Cryptfian? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. He's doing Cryptfian opener?
Where Sirius is.
No, never mind. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. I remember.
Standard stuff and just gets
I'm the only farter. Yes. That's true.
So much for a faster attack. Is this the idea? Because of course you can't.
The important thing is, when I first met Cassandra, I hid that part of me
just a Blade Master. That doesn't work.
for a while until it was too late and she was already hopelessly in love with me.
But it's a level 1 blade. It's not like he does.
That's why they call me the fart seer player.
Still forces Happy back before reaching tier 3, which is quite nice. But Happy does this for the second time.
Yeah.
Did that on.
This is something that always baffles me with.
They also call me the Taran Quifton.
Yeah,
and then the base layout is so awful.
Is this somehow on purpose?
I don't think so. That would be kind of weird. Is he really luring the Blade Master in on purpose? I think he's just like, it doesn't matter so much where my building's at.
TC second.
Don't say Blade farts in chat. Don't.
Wow,
It's bad enough as it is.
Stuff.
Yeah, is this like just base lane? Because Lin realizes in an open fight, in an open micro battle, I have no chance.
So Lin opens up with a late barracks and creeps to level 1.7 when Happy is already 3. That sucks. So now the burden of tech value by Lin is so large because you're level 2 versus 3 Now, whatever tech Lin does, be it tier 3, second hero, or whatever, needs to outvalue whatever Happy did.
Heal wave, so the ghouls and towers can't stop you too easily. Claws +9 here for Happy. Very good items for him this game. He's gonna sell
Doodle Hotel,
Gorgeous
thank you for
later
the
on.
sub.
He's sad, but still,
What was Lin
it's
thinking?
good items.
Ah,
Is this tier 2 expo now?
I think Lin was
Decent
thinking
second tier 2
the
expo.
same that Focus was thinking
So,
against
Only one
Cash.
victory as well. It's not
And the same that I thought can work against Happy. What am I thinking, chat? And everyone is very free to ignore Night End. He has mod, but it's very much symbolic. No. Yes, there we go. Sabaka Dollar Circumflex says that off meta beats Happy. Exactly. I think that's what Lin was thinking, and that's what Focus was thinking about Cash. And Focus was right, and Lin was wrong. But I remember Happy from 2009. If you're in trouble because of his excellent micro, use your
it's also not
average
matchmaking or
brain
anything crazy.
to beat his predictability, and you win.
Happy's looking for
Raider
the peak
abuse
expecting the
and
point at the lab. That's
Juju
not
well
the
played.
case.
Now, of course, there
And
were some
for
balance
once, the scouting
changes, but
scouting
still,
isn't
you would
that
think it
empty.
works. Fact
If he was
is,
down
Happy
and the
became a
gold
better
medal is
player
right now, this
after
is
having a
good.
bout in
This is
StarCraft.
DK with a lot
He
of
became
mana
better
at
at
level
macro,
3.
producing during
Only 2
fights.
fiends, but that's still pretty
Much
threatening.
better
Is there
macro
a
during
here?
fights.
Yeah,
I think
He
one's
expands
coming, right?
more.
coming, yeah. And
His
the skeleton
mind
was
is
close
open
as
to
well, but
expanding and
scouting
multitasking,
for the
thanks to
close shot
playing
there.
Terran
He
in
is not
StarCraft.
expecting
And finally,
Lin to do
because he's a
what
little
he's doing,
older,
like,
he's thinking slightly more
I think
flexibly.
he's reading him wrong.
And he's adapting to what his opponent is doing,
And
at
this
least
may not
within
be a
his own
crosshair
reference frame.
First, but this is still the tier 2 expansion.
He's a lot
which Lin
better
was
than he
playing
was
for
in
so
2K9,
long, pretty
which is why I'm
successfully.
excited that I heard
So
that
this isn't scouted
Vortex
for
has come
is
back to
definitely
play
missed.
Warcraft 3 as
You
well.
have plenty of skeletons at pretty much
Vortex
all
was
stages of
just
the
getting
game.
very good as
Some
well
of
in
them
Warcraft
should be
3,
scouting,
and then
especially at
became one of the best
peak timings
Zergs in Europe.
for an expansion.
Not as good as
And if it
Serral,
had been
obviously,
there,
but
this would
it's
have been a
different
free
time,
tag
different
and
age.
easy cancel.
Vortex
But
could
now,
be very good
more
undead player
raiders will
too
be coming. We're gonna have a
in
snare, and we're gonna have the
Warcraft
lockdown
3.
from the stomp as well. So if you do later on try to go for the cancel of the expo, that can become very costly with one fiend dying.
So
two
Blade
fiends dying,
TC
possibly even 3 fiends.
has been
Throw the beast.
a
With this
possible
build, there is
style
basically no
against
dispel
both human
in
and against
Lin's
undead.
army for now,
It
so
was
a lot
the
more
meta
damage for
against
Fiend, which is
Night
really
Elf
nice
because of
for
talents.
Also
But
has
in
the
2 other
first
matchups,
draft
you
spot.
saw Blade TC.
Goes to Lin most
It was a
likely.
very
Scouting
exciting
out
style,
won't be in
high on
It's gonna take
damage
forever
and
to
lockdown,
creep this break.
but it has not an inch of healing.
He's only got
Lin may
2
feel
raiders.
that this is okay
At the
on
moment, he only has
Concealed
1
Hill
tank
because the
coming back.
fountain
He's
offers
quite
healing.
lucky that
But
the
this
server
is a
is
hard
for him.
camp.
He tries to
Look
counter
at it.
But Happy will reveal the
Like,
effect
yeah, you're
at
gonna take it and
around
eventually have full life.
So he has the
But how
time
long
to
are
run
you
down
spending
there
on
and try
this?
to cancel it. But does he have the ability to go there is the question against the ensnares.
Yeah, same Vortex who played early HOTS Pro scene, Olaf. But if you remember from HOTS, if you were there for the scene, Vortex and Luciferon came in and out of the HOT scene, didn't
It
they?
is.
And if they're that like uncommitted, then
Happy's
Vortex
army's
won't
looking
be
really
that
scary,
dangerous
but
in
the
Warcraft
Legends
3
level
either.
2. There's no Nova in this, which makes things a lot easier for
Bitlord
Lin.
came out,
Speedstroll
damage
trying
to
to prevent
0.
this cancel.
So, would there have been a world where Lin has walkers now? Because a lot of people, they watch games like this and they're like, Spirit Walkers, why don't you get them? They have Frost Armor, they have Howl of Terror, etc. But look at the lumber for Lin. 107, he's expanding. If he made walkers, he would have made 1 walker with Coming Dispel instead of an expand. That means Happy wouldn't have had to attack now. So you are walking around with a Blade 3 TC2. You have walker, but you can't expand. That's why you don't go walkers yet. The best way to add walkers is how Nof does it. 65 food. You have your running expansion. You've got good DPS and levels already. Then you add walkers to break through the the impasse, to add value to your 80 food army. But you never get there against Happy anymore. 65 food with a running expo, that's a loss for Undead. He doesn't let it get
The
there.
first one onto the fiend, and Happy's gonna take this fight.
Alright, Howl of Terror onto everything.
Lin can't
no
kill a
bans
unit in this
time.
fight.
How many units
TC2
can
is a
he save?
joke.
Goes Coil aggressively very early
It's
on
a
to get rid of
joke.
that Raider. It's only 1 Raider remaining, so only 1 ensnare. That's actually not too much.
It's so
Happy
easy now to
And
micro with the
grunts
Frost
are
Armor.
like
exactly.
stupid
Everything
ogres.
is
They
slowed
have a
down.
cave
Water
troll.
block on the statue are slipping through there's the TC, but there's still plenty of coils.
There's more to
Only
this Grubby than meets the eye.
From Lin. Happy is just breaking through the
Mithril, a kingly gift.
So much damage. I don't think he even
Oh my god, they cancelled the base.
Just right click this.
Orc bases,
This strategy used to be good. You think it's terrible. Lin probably has very little experience with this strat recently, but very good memories of it. I'm in the same way. Usually being an experienced player is an advantage, but when you harken back to strats that used to work, that stopped working, and you forget why they work or didn't work or did work or don't work anymore, and then you reuse them, there's a chance it's going to be great, but there's a chance that you're just playing what a new kid will call a terrible strategy, even though you've won tournaments with it. So
is forced. The stomp doesn't hit the DK, so the coil is there.
But it's useless against Bitlord Curse Frost Armor.
Maybe one statue I may have missed, and he gets the grunt as well. Happy in a dominating position now.
People didn't used to play Pitlord. Yeah, people didn't used to play Pitlord. They didn't really used to play Banshees, only Ted now and then. Frost Armor did become a thing, but without Curse and Howl, this strat packs a lot more damage.
Now to finish this game. Lin is trying to get a tier 3 transition in, but losing more and more stuff.
Oh, we do that now and then. Now it's gaming request. Schnix is back.
No reinforced defenses, and
well, he's not exactly a beginner, but you might like it.
Used it before, maybe. Lin, last stand or what? TC is dropping low.
Yeah, game 1 is like the one that you can take a real example from. And this is a game that like even Nighten may say, I could have won this against Lin.
But at least the front line is holding pretty well for now. A lot of
the game 1 is one to take an example from.
That holds on and holds the line. Final level 2 for Lich, and now we have the Nova. And now Hero Kill becomes a lot more dangerous. The Blade Master being focused right away, but plenty of mana still left. Long range coil.
You would not say that, but you would know it. And you'd be thinking it.
Stomp, trying to buy space. The End Snare gets the Fiend here in the end with the Devourer
nope.
Kodo base. Blade Master though has to be careful. Has the Windwalk. Gets out.
No reveal anymore. Man, that save of the Herd Fiend to the north, that was pretty sick.
Look. Always there's someone, and I'm not just calling out this guy in particular, but there's always someone. It can only be you, not Lin. Go? Go now? Night End? Go play your Necromancer strat again, let's go. No, I am sleeping. I have to walk my dog. Go StarCraft 2 PvP. Go now. Wings of Liberty. Anyway, there's always someone that says there's an underestimation, but you don't really know, do you? Because you're not in the mind of a player. I have that too sometimes. I lose a game and someone in my chat says, you underestimated him. Wow. For me, it's a pretty safe bet. I underestimate people all the time. Imagine I just grudge match Night End and he beats me 3-0. Underestimated Night End. True? No, but I don't think Lin underestimated Happy. Come on.
Here he comes back out of the
in the interview with BTW, Rima asked Lin who is his hardest opponent in the group. Lin said probably Happy. Yeah, of course. Shock and Life.
Incredible. The shop is gone. No mana potions, no heal potions.
Life is like half the tournaments he's thinking of forfeiting.
Didn't get the orb.
Didn't get the orb, and he didn't get any
Shock is good,
potions.
but he's human.
Ooh, this is not looking good. Again, trying to catch reinforcements now. That might be a chance back into this game, but his base.
Life is good, but I really don't like how like every other tournament he forfeits or he doesn't want to play, and Moon needs to baby him into like playing.
If he wants to, if he finds himself in a bad position, he can just TP out. It's fine. He's not in that much danger. But Lin has to buy time for his Shadow Hunter on the way. Has to go for heal.
What a foolish boy! That's my boy. Come on, let me highlight this.
Doesn't have the gold for
there we go.
Happy not going all the way, killing the burrows, just wants to.
Aww. You get a free request now, Gaming, for your positive propaganda for the head of state of this chat, of my channel.
Amount on the DK. We have the first Banshees. Lin was struggling with damage, and now it's getting.
Hey, that's me.
Was Happy pooling reinforcements, 2 Fiends, a statue, and a Banshee all waiting together. Still not using the Nova. Would love to get the TC with that. Now using the Nova, looking for the surround. Oh, he had it for a second. lets him slip through. Lin.
That's weird that you
Lucky
can
there
chat
a little
into.
to get his second hero
That's
away.
super weird. You can
Grant
chat
will pay the
into
price.
a
That's of
VOD.
course gonna be welcome.
I wasn't even there.
Lin.
But what is...
What kind of system is that?
Was tier 3 stuff to pay off, but only now he can go back into 50. This saved a
The game is over, huh?
Oh,
Two
double
pickups.
reinforcement pickup. 6 supply just gone.
He's finding his way back. He's feeling his way back into this game. And he's going to get the cancel
I guess
up there as
trolling
well.
comes
This is
natural for a main
definitely
orc
enough
player, right,
time.
Grubby?
Can he
Who's
get out
trolling?
without losses then is the question. The one gun is being sacrificed going into
It's a good
the
UI
enemy
though.
army, hoping to distract, but
Gold
the bigger
League is
kill,
really
of course, is
professional.
Kodo. Nice scroll of speed there though.
No, Grubby, the
Saves
laming
the
has
Kodo
just
for now.
started. Oh, okay. Should I like backtrack or? Oh, we can just watch from here. Why aren't they killing the sheep? They don't seem like very good pros.
Trying to save his units here, trying to
Yep.
evacuate with as much as he can, and looking for some
Maybe if
pickup as
Lin
well.
killed all the
Gets
creeps,
Banshee
there could
there.
not be any
Well
more
done by
skeleton
Lin.
plays.
But the Kodo will die in the end. Level 3 now for the Lich. Nova just became a lot
This is good play
stronger.
though by Lin.
The
Like,
TC with the strong
remember when
charge,
I compare Focus and Lin? Who's evil? Like Lin evil?
trying to
he will
cover
do
the
stuff like
retreat, but
this.
more raiders will be
Now, of course, his raiders are dying to Coil Nova, but
falling.
he's running
One
in,
at
killing
least.
Banshees, or trying to anyway. That's not gonna work, he's got another coil.
And he saved that. Oh, he's surrounded. He has Windwalk to get out though.
That's a waste of an invul.
Still revealed. This bought a lot of time for the expansion, but Happy this time is on the button and knows exactly.
Do you think someone without
that
gaming
the
history
expansion
could
is that
stream
this
and be
was to be
popular? I
expected,
just want to do
actually.
variety and not pro. Alright, the truth about variety, Pickle Rick Shag, just, I'm gonna give it to you so straight. I want your stream to succeed. Here's the truth about variety, and then I'm gonna tell you about streaming without gaming history. Variety is a deceptive word. The only people that can do variety are people that are already extremely popular. Because popularity on Twitch begets popularity. If you're extremely popular, you can literally do like cooking simulator, truck driving, and just for shits and giggles, 30,000 people are going to tune in because you've got like a good streaming personality. These people are so good at making anything seem fun. Like Lyric, for instance, you'll just watch them do anything. So he can do variety, and he can call himself a variety streamer. Most other variety streamers, either they have like a big group of people following them, whatever they do, or their variety actually means streaming whatever is the most popular game right now, and then doing that well. There's a lot of work behind the scenes you won't see, but it's whatever game is most popular. So variety doesn't mean jumping from unknown game to unknown game. It means playing Red Dead Redemption 5 days before it comes out as a beta key user, then playing WoW Classic the day it goes beta for just a few small people, big streamer but a small amount of people. That's the real variety. It's like jumping from most popular game to most popular game. Fortnite, Apex Royale, etc. That's my answer to your second question. Your first question is, can you make it as a streamer without gaming history or a repertoire or reputation or whatever? Yes, but you must be willing to put in 7 days a week, 12 hours a day minimum. And if that sounds like a lot of hours to you and you don't want to do it, forget about it. Because without doing that many hours, you won't have a chance to obtain followers, viewers, and grow, and then grow from that growth and so on. And before you know it, you're 10 years further and you've never grown it yet. You gotta go out there and show yourself all the time. It's very important to be consistent and very hardworking, especially as someone that's starting from nothing.
Can he punish it for the second time, or will this turn into a 2-base play? By the way,
Shadowhunter is level 2. Cool item, brilliance, TC.
2019.
And it's deserving of this hero account. These two are putting in on a hell of a show right now.
You're
Lin
welcome, Pickle Rick
playing
Shank.
this
Good
so
luck.
well from behind, doing everything he can to still have a chance in this match, but it's not looking too great. Yes, he's even in terms of supply, but the hero levels aren't doing him any favors, and the Banshees plus the Howl are super strong. But the Expo is up. If he can repel this attack and then make use of a superior economy, Lin still has chances in this game.
2 ghouls. Is this enough normal damage? Can Lin interfere, or
Is
does
Grubby
he
here?
die?
Nope.
It seems like he's not going back. Has a TP on the blade, but the blade is in the main.
If you didn't
Good
already
start
know
to
the
the
outcome,
army,
could
let's
you
see
call
what
this
it
game
is.
right now?
Wait.
Yeah, I would call it for Happy.
Alright.
Because
What are the hero
his hero levels are
saying?
better, His army diversity is better, and he's 1-to-1 base. So if I didn't know the outcome, but I do, I would also call it for happy. But I wouldn't be sure.
Is good, but he's so far away. And Lin occupying the middle. This was something Loliot brought into this.
Indeed, Quakey.
Just towering up and then expand.
Grubby, you forgot the last thing to be a good variety streamer, big boobs.
This time we have
I think it's nice to be attractive as a guy or a girl, whether you have big boobs or not.
Lin is trying everything.
People will care about it. But at the same time, there's so many examples where people don't care about your looks either. Many big streamers are not popular because of their looks. How many 30k viewer booby streamers do you know? Not many. So I think it's just something that insecure people tell themselves that this is why they're not succeeding.
Edges of the map, the two gold
because someone has
so that the
body parts.
After the big camp is
Doesn't
gone,
make sense.
There's no reason really to scout there, to be there, to pay attention to it. Lin realizing this so smartly and now reinforcing that position. He's gonna have
Asmon is pretty sexy though, that's true.
Soon, but it's still risky to go for that. The army for him still isn't that big at 47 supply, and Happy still seems to have the upper hand should it come to an engagement.
There's one streamer who's well known for being an ex-hand model.
But now the fountains come into play.
It would be cool if there would be really a booby streamer someday, like having like an aviary with booby birds, you know, like actual boobies, and then you could like put it loud and clear in your stream title. Lots of boobies.
But still, it's a little edge that he gets.
It's a bit more.
But you have an aviary with birds.
Level 2 howl, it's like 60% damage reduction or something. I once did the maths, but I forgot the maths.
Also, I wouldn't trust you doing math.
I like this. Lin trying to lane with towers.
Wow.
And he's still 50 food versus 50 plus. It's the best chance after the situation.
Lin again poking into the
There's still creeps left on the map too. Lin should be able to take them in theory and get level 4, 4, 3. There's like 5 creeps left on the map.
Positioning is going to be keeping.
At this point, I feel like Lin feels the need to apply pressure so much that he's not creeping what he could.
Into 2 base versus 2 base territory, ladies and gentlemen.
Main bases will expire in like 3 minutes.
Nice splitting by Happy as well. Heroes in the main, DK and Lich, and the rest.
I think if you let your chest hair stick out a bit, Grubby, you might attract a female audience to Warcraft 3. Then I am afraid we are doomed to a sausage party, because I don't have chest hair.
Where's the Howl of Terror? A little bit late. Happy.
It's my Asian genes,
losing the
I think.
First Banshee pretty quickly. Only now the Howl hits. At the end of the day, it's only 1 Banshee, not 2.
I could do a chest wig.
Once again.
That's
yeah, doing this
lucky you. Hate shaving them.
Oh.
Oh.
That takes some balls.
Yeah, I would hate shaving too. All that werewolfly, manly testament of my manlyhood. God,
I don't know, a little
I feel so bad for you, over brimming with testosterone and manliness. 1701, Roger.
Yes, Lin didn't
Shave your chest hair, why though? I don't know, he's shaving it, I'm just running with it.
No gold lost to upkeep.
The boob part aside, did you ever stream together with Cass? Nice transition, thank you. Risky, but not bannable, obviously. Did I ever stream together with Cass? Yes. Last Valentine's, we played 2-on-2. Or maybe last Valentine's.
Close to his expo.
We have adept training on the Banshees, actually.
There you go, Roger.
We saw anti-magic there.
Yep. For a lot more mana and mana regeneration.
And again, there's an opening towards the Acolytes. Happy and his base layout.
It's actually not too bad with the gold mine almost mined out. Second temple at the expansion. Here comes the drop. Is it enough
Such a
damage,
nice carpet.
or can he get rid of it soon enough? Where's the pit lord? He needs the pit lord for the Howl of Terror. Close to the Raiders. Is there enough repair? Seems like it. Storm comes in. Free damage at the moment, but the Howl of Terror is ready. Anti-magic against the Storm damage, and Happy prevails once again.
Oh, but every unit saved. Well done by Lin.
I would like to do advice streams, but I'm not sure how to get started. Do you need advice on that, Deepna? Then you'd be stealing my content.
Killed off as well.
3-3-2 against 4-3-3. Master Banshees don't take that much time anymore, and Lin, for the first time, is exploding into 62 supply.
Lin is exploding, Kachigasm.
Strength though in the super late game for Orcs against Undead is that Walkers, funnily enough, become strong.
It needed Happy to come to China for Lin to explode.
Very good.
For the first time.
As well to counter their counter. Destroyers would be the
Anyway,
answer
there's
to
still like 2
Walkers,
creep
but they
camps.
just
He
get
can be
annihilated
TC4.
in the super late game. But we don't have any Walker transition here so far.
It's a very interesting dynamic in this matchup. We don't even have Headhunter upgrade yet.
Sure, Mina. If you're Harry like 1701 Roger,
Involves
you can be my carpet too.
66 supply. Oh, this could be.
Kill the Banshee and run. It actually looks like Lin is making a comeback. He's equal food. He gets 2 Banshees here and runs.
TC moving forward, looking for the first stomp.
He's going
That
for the
one
statue.
wasn't that impressive. The Raider safe to the side. Cold Beast moving forward. The Devours here could be a big game changer. Doesn't get the first one off the run. Shows
he didn't get a
DK in
statue.
trouble. Has to go for the inner. Wasn't a big surround right there. Nice.
He didn't get a
No doubt for
statue.
Kodo
Oh yeah,
into
there's
Zeppelin.
web.
Zeppelin gets
Hey, there was never air and he's still web.
swept, but Kodo's still alive. We still have Banshees in the back though. Haven't seen any possessions just yet, and that was a massive stomp. That is what the TC was looking for, but he's mostly out of mana.
I think the reason that Happy stopped walling off his acolytes is twofold. Oh yeah, web for dragon creep, that's true. I think there's 2 reasons that Happy no longer walls off his acolytes. 1, no, there's 3 reasons. 1, Happy micro means even against 10 wyverns, you would out micro them and not lose a single acolyte. 2, acolytes are so buffed. They do well enough to escape trouble early game. Why are you leaving, Logus? I liked you as a carpet. Anyway. 2, the acolytes are so buffed that they no longer easily die to harass. And 3, in the mid game, there's orc strats, and he must have felt that on NetEase as well, where they Zeppelin drop with Wyvern or Raider behind your gold mine and kill your gold mine and your acolytes, and you can't do anything about it.
Now, Blade Master still trying
No,
to
I don't
put
think
it
it's worth
with
going to
DPS
Shockwave,
TC.
Swiftsy.
No mana anymore.
As
Just
soon as
big,
Happy
nobody
sees a
wants to back
retraining
line
to
the Headhunter.
Shockwave, he can just get Heal Scroll, and then it's so much easier to deal with than Ward Stomp.
So low with that now. Kodo Beast goes for it, but still
He
the
can't
Oracle
eat.
with the Fiends doesn't get the Devourer off. The front line still is fairly healthy for Lin. The
Makes
Raiders
sense, Noob
and
Master.
the Grunts both. DK once again in a bit of focus fire early with the Death Pack there. Doesn't
Back
wanna
in the
fall
day
to
it was
any
so
kind of
easy.
cheesy
Just
hero
focus
focus
DK and killed
attempts.
it.
Now DK, low mana, has to be careful. Still
These
in the
days,
surround, by the way.
100% of
Three
time they go
Banshees
death
coming
backed.
in, and then
No more
also
unholy
some
aura
anti-potions
greeting.
for Lin,
Sad.
but stuff is dropping hard. Needs to use that heal scroll soon. Loses the Kodo and possibly 2 more. And Lin gives it
That's
up.
an early GG.
Needs to use that heal scroll.
It's
soon,
equal
loses
food.
the Kodo and possibly 2.
He's 53 versus 57 food.
2 more. And Lin gives it up.
That's a really early GG. Like, yeah, he lost a little bit more. He's got a little bit less. But it's 1 versus 1 expo. He can still expand bottom right. I see he has no chance in the fight, but I want to see what Back to Warcraft chat says about this. Why did he leave?
Fly and Happy gets revenge for
No, I
the
checked the
Blizzard
results. I was too
Invitational.
curious, Drakthar.
And yeah, 2-0. Arrive, raise hell, leave.
And tapping out there at he wasn't at
It's happening.
45 supply, right? The heroes were still alive, but I guess he felt he couldn't hang on anymore.
Where did he
2-man.
leave? Where's Clown Night End? Hello. Okay, sorry.